afternoon, Jules here from Joolsedesigns at Creations. So today we're going to make some page pockets, decoupage them to fit in our journals. So I have prepared some. That one I stitched round afterwards. These I stitched round first. What I did was I put, glued a couple of pages together, folded them up and stitched round them. So that's 2 pages together, and all I did was I just folded it up where I thought, I mean, sometimes I have it folded there, sometimes I have it folded there. In fact, I think that one will have folded there. And I put thumb notches in and then I stitched round them. But this one I won't stitch round. I'll just glue this one down and just a tin bead of glue and ink it first, Julie. See, my sponge is getting all tatty. Okay, and that's that one ready. I know not everybody likes to stitch around their pockets and tags and things. I do. It's just I've got used to doing it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decoupage some of them with napkins, and I'm going to just put some scrap bits of paper and book page on some. So I'm looking at this one. This is an old Greek book, and it's 2 pages glued together. And I'm looking at this napkin. So you can rip them if you want. I'm not that bothered. I'm just cutting around it. Okay, so we'll just put that over there, and I'll decide what I want on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that straight across there like that. And I'm going to put this one up here. And all I've got is I've got some Mod Podge and water. As you can see there, it's watery, and it's just a little bottle of Mod Podge matte that I brought with me. I bought it out in the States. I think I got it in Hobby Lobby, and I thought it would be ideal for bringing out here to Cyprus. For the amount of decoupaging that I would be doing, I wouldn't be doing an awful lot. However, I seem to have done more than what I thought I was going to do. So all I'm doing is I'm just putting a nice coating on there, and I'm just going to fit that on there like that and just smooth it out a bit, and then I'm just going to glue, you know, just put the glue over the top. I'll lift that up a little bit because it's not stuck right down there. And that one I decoupaged before I folded it up and stitched it. But for easiness, I'm doing it this way, and it seems to be working okay. And it's going over the stitching, but you can see the stitching through. And you can see where the thumb notch is there, and that's fine. And then this one, I'm going to put some on the bottom. And this is a very old book page. It's kind of dried, so you can see that the glue is soaking into the page, and that sometimes happens with old book pages. it's okay. Just make sure you put plenty on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just lining that plant up there, that flower up there, just and I'm just holding it while I'm putting it on. These do wrinkle. If you don't like it, just wait till it's dried and then go over it with an emery board and it'll smooth out some of the wrinkles. I don't mind it, it just gives it added texture. But don't get me wrong, sometimes I do smooth it out with an emery board. And that's that. Just put a little bit there. And that one we've got there, so I'm just going to put that to dry. Get one of these. This is a Danish book. They're all books that I've kind of picked up while I've been here. And again, I'm going to go with the spring. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put that on there. And we'll just cut that up there like that. And just cut that across there. I've not done it straight, but it doesn't matter. And again, and then I'm just putting that there, and I'm just pulling it ever so slightly, just as the other one. So now that orange there is parts of the petal here, so I'm just okay, and I'm just, oh, see, that's stuck to my finger, so it's ripping off, and it's fine. It doesn't have to be all over. But I'm just going to lift this up, and I'm just, see that thumb notch? I'm just ripping round it a little bit. And I'm just going to rip round that thumb notch a bit. And I'm just, once it's wet, it kind of rips, and then you can just straighten up the edges once it's dried. All right, so I'm just going to put that to one side. And we've got a Russian book here. No, it isn't. I think it's Greek. I keep saying Russian. I honestly think it's Greek, and I'll tell you what it is. What I do is I take a photograph. Like that. Just taking a photograph, go into the photograph. In fact, just come out of it. I go into Google, go to Google, and where you've got the camera icon, and I should have, there it is. You choose your photograph. My phone's a little bit slow at the moment, and then you've got translate, search, homework. So translate. Oh, it is Russian, sorry. It is. So that says War of the Worlds. All right, I've probably checked on it before. So this must have been the War of the Worlds book. I picked it up here in Cyprus, and it was a little bit water damaged, but I do like the font. All right, so I want this lavender. So what I am going to do, and this is, it is only one ply, but it's quite a thick ply, so I'm not quite sure how it will work. And what I'm doing is I'm just ripping around this little lavender plant in a pot. And I'm going to put that there, I think. Yeah. So it's not going to go all the way around, so I'm just taking it off, removing the pot and removing this little bit of, and I'm just smoothing that down a bit because the napkin is a little bit bobbly. It's got like a bobbly texture to it. And this is like a, so I'm going to rip this little blue flower. It's not a pansy, it's more like a peony, not a peony, an anemone, or a purple poppy. Oops, sorry, I've got my glasses on, so I've been out in the sun, I've got my sunglasses on my head, so I keep knocking the camera. Sorry if I made you feel seasick. So I'm going to put that one from the top. We do this one. And now this is another one. We had a birthday party at the church, and these were the napkins, but I like that, enjoy the little things, but it's just too big to go on what I'm doing, so I will keep part of the napkin for another project where I can use the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to take the little birdie, and right, so we'll just leave that there, and we'll just trim this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away and I'm going to dry these thoroughly, and then I'll come back to you and we'll decorate them with some the pockets with some tags and labels and things like that. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, so I'm back. So they're dry. This one went a little bit wrinkled, so I've got just an old emery board, lightly going over the top. It might take some of the napkin away, and I'm also going around the edge. I think the emery board's just about finished. and just take it round that thumb notch. You can cut the napkin out if you want, but I prefer to use an emery board on it. I'm just going to cut that bit off. And that you've got little bits, and you can just trim them. There's a little bit on the thumb notch. It's fine. Okay, so we've still got a couple left, but I'll just leave them for another time. I'm going to concentrate on these first, and if we've got time, we'll do a little bit more. Okay, so I think we'll deal with this one, and I'm going to ink around the edges. I'm going to use this end. This one I can see where the book page, where I had two book pages stuck together, because I did it with glue stick, and then with me putting the decoupage on and wetting the page, it's come undone a little bit. So I'm just sticking a little bit of, it's actually 3 pages glued together, this one. So I'm just gluing them back down with some art glitter glue. I'm just going to check, yeah, there's a little bit there, I can see it. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so we've got those done. So now what we want to do is we want to decorate them. I think with the ones that are more heavier decoupaged, I think it's just kind of a label we need. That's not the right colour. I've got some here. So I think that one, yeah. With a little bit of netting behind. I'm just looking in this little box to see what I've got, because this is just my little cut-offs and everything. Yeah, I want some cheesecloth. There we are. So we've got that one. I'm sure I've got a bit of green cheesecloth as well. Yes, I have. And a bit of pink. So we'll see which one. I think I'm drawn more to the green. So I'm just cutting a little bit. This is stuff I've dyed myself. It's just cheesecloth that I bought that was cream. And then I've just dyed it with inks, basically. Just put the inks on my desk, sprayed water on them, and then just dip the cheesecloth in it. So I think I've also got this. I think that's, no, it's definitely that colour, and if I wanted to I could turn it over and have it white, but I like it like that. So I'm just going to ink round perfect. And again, and there we are. And yeah, I think think that one. Have a craft card one here. Again, this is just a die cut as well. No, I prefer that one. Just that goes on the back, and then that goes like that. And do I want some little mushrooms? The cheesecloth. No, I don't want that one. Right, so I think we'll leave that one for now, if I think of anything else to go on it. So I'm just going to leave that to sit. This one again, I think I want to label cereal box here, and I'm kind of going more for that. So I'm just going to round the corners. Okay, we'll ink around the edges just to make it darker. And do I want some pink on that, or some so we'll do some of this. It's slightly dyed cream. I think it's got antique linen ink on it, this one. I'll just open it up. And again, I'll just go around there. And okay, where's my pin? Do I want the sparkly ones or do I want the pearls? I think we'll try the pearls first. That one there. And we'll put that one there. Perfect. And I'm not going to put a tab on that one yet. Now we'll go to this one. Let me have a look. Now, do I want it on that one? No, I don't want that one. I'm going to have this one. And these are just die cuts that I cut out before I did the video. I just had some paper spare, so I just did some die cutting. And we'll put that on there. This is just a plain and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on this one. I'm going to use this stamp to stamp on it. I really should put some paper down because it's, oh well, it'll wipe off. So there we are. Where's my, if I get it quick it wipes off. And again we'll just ink around the edges. So this one's got French writing on it, which is quite apt because it's French lavender kind of. Alright, put that down, Julie, and then you'll get it right. Okay, so that's quite pretty. And then this one, just putting this back, and I've got a little feather stamp here, and I'm just going to do some little feathers in the background. I'm going to use saltwater taffy because the birds are sort of like pinkified. So I'm just get a secondary stamp there. We'll do some edge ones. And now I think I'll leave it at that. Do we want unique? No. Loving, terrific. Right, we'll have terrific. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and yep, it's working. I'm just inking around the edges. Now I'll use the glitter glue. And I'm just going to put some right, just let me put a bit of glue on the end of this. It just stops it from fraying. Okay, and I'm just going to tie a little knot. Do a double knot so it doesn't come out. And then I'm just going to unguck it and then fray it. And this is just baker's twine that I'm using. Again, just, and then we'll use this. And the reason I'm using this is because obviously I've put glue on the page in parts, so it's got kind of a smoother surface. So I'm just putting that there. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this down. So one thing about using fabric tack is you can lift it up and put more bits and pieces down. So I'll lift that up. Take that off, shove that in that little pot. And there we are. And I think we'll have a little gem on that one as well. I think we'll have a sparkly one. These are just cheap gems that I picked up here in Cyprus. So there we are. So let me put these out the way. Right, so we've got that one, and that one. So I think we'll have a couple of little tags in there. Okay, now what did I do? I had some other tags. Got some. Alright, so we'll take that out of there. Put the bumblebee one in there. We've got the daisy one in there. Just getting rid of these. Right. So we're going to have some book page in there. Oh, I wanted to use these as well. These were what we did. I'm going to use the green one on here. Okay, and then we've got some pink ones. On there. had some tags somewhere and I've put them down for safekeeping, and they're so safe I can't find them. I've got some plain white tags here. Right, let me have a look. Found my circle tags. These are not decorated, they need decorated. Okay. I'm going to ink around one of these. Doing ground espresso. Fine, so we can have that one in there. The beat tickets. And there we have it. So I hope you get something out of that. So these are book page pockets. They're easy to do. You don't have to have old book pages. You can have new book pages. I mean this one is a fairly new book page, probably from about 4 or 5 years ago. This one's an old one, that one's an old one, but that one's not too old. So yeah, so there we are, and you can put little bees and things like that on them. So have a go, have a play. If you've never done napkin decoupaging before, just get a pack of old, cheap napkins and play about, and then you can start sort of like spending, looking at getting sort of like more ornate ones. You find people that buy packs of them and sell different ones in packs on Etsy and places like that, which is quite nice. So you can get a variety. But yeah, so I will see you in the next video. Bye.